edibles, baby.
Little edible.
Take a little bit of piece of my edible.
Shout out to my friend Sweet Eats in Houston. Appreciate you guys for the edibles.
Hashtag sponsorships. Look at you.
They're a good one too. That was
How does it taste?
delicious.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah.
I love Fruity Pebbles.
You know what? I haven't had Fruity Pebbles since I was, like, when I first came to the United States of America. I just remember, like, the commercials for Fruity Pebbles
Yeah.
was everywhere. And I was just like, Mama, we need these Fruity Pebbles. And then she was just like, we're not getting Fruity Pebbles. And then one day, like, of course, like, Walmart, they sell, like, the off-brand one.
Yeah.
And so she was like, okay.
That's what you got, the Alf brand?
She
That's
was
still
like,
that good.
and I was content. I was content.
Hell yeah.
Yes, I was. And man, she only bought it like that one time. But I just remember, I don't know why, but it just gives me thoughts about coming to America and being like, oh my God, their cereal is the color of rainbows. Like, I was like, they make everything colorful.
These Americans.
No, like, for real, that's how I was, like, legit. Because, like, I remember when I also came to the United States, like, you guys, like, they had, like, the fries with the ketchup already in it.
Okay.
I was like, what?
Fries with ketchup already in it.
I was like, what is this? What is this place?
I want to see that. Where'd you get fries with ketchup already?
I
in
don't
it?
think they sell them anymore, but they used to be a fry. I guess they would inject the ketchup in the middle.
That's crazy. I've never seen that.
I guess it wasn't that good because if it was, it would still be here today.
I mean, if I'd have known about it, ketchup is my favorite condiment. I would have definitely kept them in business.
Okay, fair enough. I know. Well, now that we're going on to ketchup, like, because, my name is Kechi.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody, to
okay.
another
Okay, yeah.
wonderful, wonderful episode of Pickle's House.
Hi.
Hey, I'm excited for this episode. I have this lady is a staple in our scene in New Orleans.
Wait.
She's always putting on shows, man. She's been doing comedy for a while. I watched her. I have adopted some of the things that she does on stage because she's such an influence.
Really?
She does not know that, but I do.
Okay, yeah, I need to know.
That's
Okay.
why I like doing this podcast because we get to know each other and further in ways that we haven't before because we've been around each other a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody give it up for Nkechi Chibueze.
Hi.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Give it up for me.
For the beautiful,
Yes, and also,
illustrious.
okay, yeah, I'll take that. I will. But you know what's so funny? Like, you said I've been doing comedy for a long time. It was actually like a few days ago. It was my 5-year anniversary doing stand-up comedy.
Give it up. 5 years.
Yes, I'm in kindergarten.
Congratulations.
Yes, I am.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you have been an influence to me in my scene. For one, you were nice. In the beginning, like you're one of the nicest people I came across, and I really appreciate that. You were accepting. You're one of the people that were accepting of new people who were trying to figure the comedy thing out. And in the old scene, Catchy is BC before COVID, and
Yeah. But I gotta say, like, I just have to preface this by saying I'm nice to people who are nice to me. Like, Pickle's a really nice person.
Thank you.
And so, like, and also he was funny on stage, so of course I'm gonna be nice to people who are funny and nice.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
there we go. It wasn't that hard.
Yeah, I wasn't that funny in the beginning, but you were. I had my moments. My moments that helped me keep going.
Okay, this one thing I will say. It's nice, because I will say, I have seen you grow exponentially.
Thank you.
Like, and the thing is, like, I remember when you would have, like, your one bit about, I'm not going to say your bits for you. Yeah, because they need to come see you
Come
live.
see us all
Pay
live.
point to see Mr. Pickle, okay? But yeah, like, I remember you had that one bit that would always kill, and then you just kept on adding and adding to it.
Yeah.
And now you're just like, you're a beast out in these streets. You
Yeah,
are.
I got time now. It's nice. It's nice to be a seasoned comic,
Yes, yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And I learned from the best in our scene, One of my favorite things about you on stage is your movements. the slight movements that you do.
Okay.
You know how you'll do these little shoulder shrugs or
I
leg
do
lift.
shrug a lot.
Yeah, and, I got that from you in one of my bits.
Oh, the one when you're like, I keep a little piece just
Yeah.
in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep my
Yeah.
third one in my
And
pocket.
I do my little,
Yes.
my little. That's a catchy move right there.
That is.
It
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I love that move that he does. That makes my heart happy. Okay,
Yeah.
like,
And
it does for real.
You taught me that a movement can be a joke.
I'm the one who taught you
You
that.
taught me that.
Don't
And-
do this. This
yeah.
podcast is over.
No.
Okay, like,
Yeah.
that's nice. Okay, I didn't even that makes me happy because like I admire comedians that are able to like deliver a pun like something that wouldn't be as funny, but then you put a movement to it and it makes it hilarious.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's a gift, and so like I admire it when I see it in other comics, and so for you to say that you see it in me,
I learned that. Thank you, Catchy.
that's nice.
Very,
Okay.
very smart lady right here, you guys. And let's get to know you. So you are from a different country. Where'd you grow up?
Well, I was born in England, and I lived there for 11 years, and then we moved to El Paso, Texas.
So let's not move past it too fast. How was it growing up? 11 years you lived in England?
Yeah, when I was born, my parents are Nigerian, and they had my two sisters, and then they moved to the United States, and then they had me and my little sister.
Okay.
And, I went to a Catholic school in.
So there's 4 of y'all together?
Well, there's 4, and then I have a half brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all all live together?
No.
No. I mean, that's all right. I was just checking.
Yeah.
you know?
Well, no, we don't. Cause they're all in Texas, and then my brother's in Las Vegas, and I'm here.
Okay, were y'all in England?
Oh, in
together?
England. Okay. Let me say this. So 4 of us, we all live together. I mean, 4 sisters, mom and dad live together, and see my dad. Like the ultimate goal for a lot of people that traveled out of Nigeria to other countries, they're trying to get away from. They just had a civil war.
In Nigeria?
Yeah, things weren't looking good, and so a lot of people were just coming out, and a lot of people wanted to go to the United States of America. However, you would take what you get, and then a lot of people went to England first before they went to the United States of America.
Okay.
And so my family is one of those people. I'm one of those families that went to England first, stayed there for a while, and then transferred to the United States of America.
Did you like it in England?
I did. Like, I had a good childhood. I went to Catholic school. I, was just, I was like the only black, like we were the only black family in our neighborhood kind of thing. But, I don't know, like I enjoyed it because like it was England. Like,
How's the food?
okay, I will say this. There's not that much food that I miss from England.
Okay.
Because in America, y'all got everything. You guys got it locked down. And every time like one of my sisters that go back to to England, they're just like, yeah, the food is kind of nasty here. Like they're just like, okay, there's no like my sister made a huge mistake. You know what she tried to do with her hot mess sauce? She tried to go to England for a Mexican restaurant in England. She said, never again.
Oh my gosh.
Like she was just like everything was just so tasteless. She's like,
Was it?
how?
Was
like,
it made by white people?
I'm assuming so. It was in England. I wonder if they do have Mexican. I wonder if there's a Mexican population in England.
Maybe.
I mean, there has to be, but like it's probably small. Like the Nigerian population was small. I don't know. But either way, like. It was chill. I love, the one thing that I miss about England, random, field trips.
Okay.
Because the field trips were like epic. Because you're going on a field trip, you're going to places like, London, Buckingham Palace. You're going to like really.
You got to go to Buckingham Palace on a field trip?
Absolutely. You go to France for a day. It's like you get those types of experiences.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then like I just remember we moved to El Paso, Texas. And then like my first field trip is like we literally were in an unair conditioned bus for an hour, and we traveled to this place where there was like this church that was made out of sand, and we just stood there and watched it, and we're just like, that's not what I signed up for. I was like, America is. This ain't it. Like, up your field trip game. Like, that's how I felt. But that's the distinct things I remember about England is the field trip experiences.
Yeah, the biggest field trip I went on was NASA. Went to the NASA place.
That's pretty cool. That's
it
pretty
was.
cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
They got that thing where you can see all that one room where you can see all the constellations.
The planetarium.
The planetarium.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. I love that.
Yeah, I love. It's so funny because, like, you know, I teach kindergarten, and I had the opportunity to finally take my kindergartners on a field trip, and I took them to a planetarium.
Nice.
And they accused me of sleeping. I was like, y'all need to be watching the show, not me. Mind your business. I wasn't sleeping. But the thing is, you know, it's interesting because, like, out in Kenner,
Yeah.
they have like a replica of a spaceship that I guess New Orleans is kind of like a space, like they do like NASA stuff here.
Yeah.
And so they have like this like.
Okay,
like,
Kennerbra doing NASA stuff
yeah,
out
they
there.
are, and it's funny because
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you should check it out. It's actually a pretty cool place. Like they have like a replica of like a spaceship that I guess they tried to build it I may be wrong. They tried to build it as a bid to build a spaceship to go out to space.
Okay.
And then NASA was like, "We're good. We don't need it." So now it's just in a museum.
It's just like a rocket.
It's like it's a rocket, and then you like the big thing when you go in there is like you get to walk around it, and then they make you walk to. They're like, you want to see what a space toilet looks like, and like they have, and it's like in this really like narrow corridor, and so they just have everyone like walk side by side, one by one. They're like, go look at the toilet and walk back around. That's part of the field trip. So my kindergartners got to look at a toilet for their field trip. So I'm up in the game. Okay.
What's
like,
the toilet look like?
I don't remember. Like it wasn't.
Is it sittable or do you strap yourself to like a wall?
I'm assuming I can't. You know what? I don't even remember because I was too busy. Because when you're on a field trip, it's like very like when you're in charge of the field trip. It's very stressful. You don't get to enjoy it because you just want to first of all, you want to make sure you have all your kids safe.
Yeah.
You want to make sure they're enjoying everything. And you also want to make sure they don't embarrass the hell out of you while they're there.
Yeah, you got like 20 of them, right?
And I sure do.
Yeah.
And all I was doing was staring them down like, don't you dare mess this up for me. You know, that's all I was doing. Don't you dare embarrass me in these streets. And they didn't. They didn't, which I'm happy about. But like, I don't remember. I'm now realizing I don't remember what the toilet looks like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I told that story for nothing.
But you remember, you remember the kids were good.
Yeah, I do remember the kids. They were excellent.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So, so you lived in England till you were 11.
Mhm.
All right. So, the field trips were the most memorable thing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You got to see the Eiffel Tower.
No, I didn't.
You didn't get to.
No.
Oh, all right.
And I've also.
When you said France, I was like, ooh, Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, no, we didn't get to see the Eiffel Tower. No.
Okay.
Not that one time.
I've always wanted to drop a penny off of it because they say you can
kill somebody.
Yeah.
So you just want to go to the Eiffel Tower to just kill somebody? That's your goal? Wow.
Let's put this to the test, yo.
Is that what your third special felony is for?
I'm gonna drop it and scream 4 like a golf ball, just 4.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. I don't think the Eiffel Tower is where that can happen. Is it? I think it's another. I may be wrong. Let me hush.
I think that's the one it was. I've always been interested in it. Now I'm not gonna drop a penny, but I always did think about that. I was like, I wonder if that's true. You could just slice somebody's head open with a penny.
That is crazy. If that is true,
it is.
Yeah.
But nah. So your parents decided to move here when you were 11.
Yeah.
Okay. What did your parents do for a living?
So my mom, she is a nurse. Well, she's now a nurse practitioner, and she owns her own home health business.
Do you know what she did then?
She was a nurse.
She was still a nurse?
She was an overnight nurse when we were in England. And then my dad, when he was in England, when he was a surgeon, and then for a long time he didn't have. And I still don't know the whole story, but there was a long time he was without a job, and so then he was doing all his stuff to make sure that he can get certified and he can be a doctor in the United States. And so as soon as he
Nice.
got a residency, that's when we all moved to the United States.
That's awesome.
And then but we moved to El Paso, Texas. How awesome is that?
Texas, they got that Tex-Mex over there, you know?
Yeah, that's what I will say. Because, like, okay, we're in New Orleans right now, and everyone loves to brag on the food that's in New Orleans. It's great food. I will say it. But one thing that y'all can't do is Mexican food or Tex-Mex.
Yeah.
It is trash here. Every time I've tried it, and I'll be like, maybe this one time.
You got to come to the West Bank. We got one Taquerica, and it is amazing. I really do love the Mexican food on my
Question.
side of the river. Yeah.
How long have you lived here all your life?
Yeah.
I don't trust your judgment.
No, listen. I'm a chef. I don't like the food in Louisiana. You know what I
What?
mean? I honestly don't. When I go to places, I really love the food in Chicago. You know what I mean? Like, I love going to other places because it tastes like they care when they cook the food. You know?
You
Does
don't
that
think
make
New
sense?
Orleans, it doesn't taste like they care?
Nah, I don't. I've worked in kitchens over 10 years of my life down here, and I can honestly say we don't give a fuck.
Okay. Well then.
We trying to go home as soon as we get there, you know. And
Yeah.
it's some of the kitchens are filthy. It's the quarters, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the quarter. Yeah, you're right.
And people, I think it's overpriced, overcharged.
I mean, who actually in their right mind eats at the quarter, though?
I mean, people from out of town. It's terrorists.
Exactly.
So, not
Like,
terrorist.
It is.
It is a
kinda.
terrorist trap. That's what
It is. It is.
It's terrorism.
It's a tourist trap.
Tourist trap is
But
what I
the
was.
prices are terroristic. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yes, they are.
That's fair.
But I don't. I stick to the West Bank. West Bank's got cheaper alcohol when I used to drink.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you don't drink?
No, I don't drink.
Oh, how long have you
I
been
mean,
sober?
I mean, I'm not sober, but I'll drink. I can count the number of times I drink a year on my one hand.
That's fair.
You
I
know,
I think I can do that too. You want me to one up?
And, I was an alcoholic by the time I was 19, so
Got
that's
it.
why when I turned 21, I stopped drinking.
Yeah, I'm the complete opposite. See, like I remember when I was 21, it was like, ooh, I can buy alcohol now. And I was like, ooh, I don't want to buy alcohol now.
Yeah.
And then the first time I bought alcohol was when I was 23 years old.
Oh wow,
And it wasn't for me, it was for my underage roommate.
that's how it happens, right?
Yeah, so like it wasn't. I did not. But now I purchased a frosty adult beverage
There you go.
from New Orleans Original Daiquiris.
Daiquiris everywhere.
Yeah, like the reason why I did it is because like I'm driving up to this place and there was like at least 5 of them that passed by and I was like,
Yeah.
it's God telling me that I need one. So
You know what I noticed on the way here?
Mm-hmm.
The cheap gas.
I did that too. The gas
Dude.
is cheap in Chalmette.
Chalmette.
Come to Chalmette. Get yourself. I was like,
Chalmette has
409.
409. I saw that. I was like, I know where I'm getting gas later.
Okay.
I'm filling up.
Because it was on the other side. So when
Yeah.
we're on our way back, we are going to the gas station.
Yeah.
We're going to the same gas station, Pickle.
Yes,
We're doing
I saw
that.
409. It's got to be the cheapest gas in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like legit it low key is.
It probably is.
Yeah, okay.
Chalmette's got something on the low over
we need
here.
to stop talking about it before like they're like, oh.
Yeah, people go
Let's-
watch and y'all gonna get bombarded. Nah,
Yeah.
Nobody wants to drive to Chalmette.
That's
to get
true.
gas.
Because
That's-
I was dreading this today.
I have to come here. I have to cross 3 bridges.
Oh, you should, because you're all the way on the West Bank.
Yeah,
The bank.
the best bank.
No, it's not the best. Don't do that.
That's the best
And
bank.
it's not the best. It's not.
See, people get it mistaken, you know. But y'all got to come over there to actually experience, you know.
If you were like, okay, if I was like, Pickle, take me on a day in the West Bank. Where would you take me?
Oh, we're going to Wags, definitely.
What's Wags?
Wags is the best soul food restaurant on the West Bank. And I love them. I love Wags.
What's the plate that you would order for me? Because I don't like making decisions.
Well, it depends on what you like. You know, you like greens, you like
I don't mind greens.
pastas, or I mean, they do smothered pork chops that are great. You don't like greens? I love like cabbage and snap beans and stuff like that.
I like it not cooked.
Really?
Yeah. I like the crunch, and then when like greens, when I see greens, I'm like okay.
They're delicious, dude.
It's fine. Like I guess because there's like we put the seasoning in it. Okay, I know. I guess. Oh, am I gonna get my black card revoked because I don't like my green season?
No, you're not.
I think. Wait, why am I
Not
asking
here.
you?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think you will though.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
You good? So a day with Fickle on the West Bank.
Okay, I go to a soul food restaurant.
We go to we eat some lunch. Let's see. It depends. We might go to like the levee and just hang out, or we can go into Jean Lafitte and walk into the wooded areas.
Oh,
and
I
hang
like
out.
that.
You
Okay, I like
that?
wood. I do like.
just
Wait, I like wooded areas.
Catch you like that wood. She's letting it out. She likes the wood on. Letting out the truth on Pickle's house.
That's terrible. Okay.
we, no, we could go to one of those areas, look at some alligators or something, smoke some weed. I know you might not do that because you're a teacher. You got to stay nice and wholesome. What else is they got? they got laser tag.
What? Laser tag.
They got a laser tag.
So I have to go all the way to the West Bank so I can experience laser tag.
Yeah.
Something I could get on this side of the river. I can't.
Let's see. What else?
Oh, he's running out of ideas. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, let me see. What can I do on the West Bank?
We like West Bank. We do a lot of house party stuff over there. The people we know each other and stuff. We'd always go chill at somebody's house and just hang out.
You know what I don't like? I never get invited to house parties, and I feel sad about it.
Really?
Yeah. And I know all the comedians, they be going and hanging out. I never get invited to a hang. I'm not cool enough for the hang.
Catchy, you definitely are. You know who has a cool hang?
Who?
Shep Kelly. You ever been to one of her?
You know what I'm upset about? I remember once I went to her birthday party. And then I don't know why I needed to leave early. I needed to leave early from her birthday party. And actually, her house is by
You had a show. I remember that. It was a crawfish boil. You had a show
yes.
later that day.
And then I see on the Instagram stories that she had the strippers with talent. The ones that the ones that be doing all the tricks.
Dancers, yeah. They weren't strippers, but they're dancers. I mean, I don't know what they do in their personal lives, but they were a dance team.
Oh, it was a dance team.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my bad.
They were cool.
Okay, yeah, but it looked like it was a lot of fun. I like to see stuff like that, and I'm upset I missed it.
It was almost like a burlesque dance team.
Wait, what was their names?
I don't remember their names, but they were awesome. Okay. I remember they had colorful hair. It was one girl had blue hair. It was great.
I just saw they were doing tricks, and
they was throwing it around.
Yeah,
out
they were.
there.
They were throwing it around, splitting. I was like, I love to see talent like that. I just wanted to be able. That's what I want to give my money to. That's the only reason why I would keep cash around, so I can see someone do a trick and I just throw money at it. That's the only reason why I would do it.
Shep knows how to throw down.
Yeah,
that's one comic in our scene. She knows how to throw down.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, I would like to be someone that can quote unquote throw down a party, and if you will, but that takes.
You definitely could.
No, that means I would have to clean up my apartment, and I'm not. not doing that. And then
clean it up.
Yeah, no, that, and also I live in a quiet area, and then y'all will come in, and then I'll get kicked out. I don't need. I'm playing.
You know what you do? You just throw one at Happy Rafter.
You know what? Speaking of which, I think I'm gonna throw an after party at Happy Raptor because I have a show. I have a festival.
Plug everything you want to plug real quick.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. In August, I have a festival coming that's called Khech Fest. Yes, just like catchy, but it's a festival. So Khech Fest, and I gotta tell you, it's an acronym. Khech stands for Catchy's Entertaining Comedy Hub.
It's a perfect acronym.
Thank you. But basically, during those 3 days, August 4th through the 6th, I am going to be recording 4 comedy specials. because I'm extra. And then on top
I mean,
of that,
which is amazing.
well, thank you. Okay, yes.
It's an amazing feat what you're about to accomplish.
Yeah, and also it's a fun feat. Basically, the reason why I'm recording those 4 comedy specials is so that my 40th birthday is coming up in February. So I'm going to release them in February. And since it's a Black History Month, we've only got 28 days, 4 weeks in Black History Month. Every single week, I'm going to release a new comedy special.
Ooh, I like that.
I know, I'm a genius.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but anyway, I say that all to say August. So I have my festival 4th through the 6th. On the 7th, I have my Happy Raptor show.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I'm just going to make that an after party for Khech Fest.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like
where people
that.
can come through. And I was going to say, should I have all the comedians come through and roast me? I'm not ready for that. My spirit is not ready for that kind of annihilation.
August is the roasting month. We're having a roast competition all month long.
That's when you so the roast battles. I thought the roast battles started now. No.
No, we did drafts.
You did drafts, and so the drafts are not. So you're not actually roasting until August.
Right.
So you're cooking in July.
We're preparing in July. And
marinating
in August,
things.
we marinated, put together our jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a team captain, so I get everybody together, and we just, spout out ideas. And if somebody has an idea, I like the getting together part so we can help each other.
We should probably explain what the roast battle is, right?
It's roast. It's a different type of roast battle. Okay. So I'm a team captain, and what it's like if Nkechi was a team captain, I would be going against the team captain, right? Mm-hmm. Now I could roast you plus the rest of your team. You'll have 4 other people. So it doesn't. I don't have to directly put everything at you.
Okay.
But we each get 3 minutes to do as much as we can.
Roasting as possible.
Yeah, in 3 minutes. And then they're gonna have judges, and I believe the crowd's gonna be a judge also. Mm-hmm. But there's 3 different judges. They got a new point system, which is more efficient this time.
Who's they?
Comedy House New Orleans.
Okay, that's what you needed to. So
Yeah.
when does the first battle start? For people that want to know.
First battle, first Thursday of August.
Okay.
First Thursday is we're doing every Thursday and Sunday of August. Come out to
Aw.
Comedy House New Orleans.
So you're gonna miss my first day of Khech Fest?
The first day, I know I'm gonna be there at least on the last day.
Yeah.
the
podcast.
I made sure to put that on my calendar.
Because one of the things that's happening at Khech Fest is I'm having other people come and fest with me.
Yeah.
I'm having a podcast from Dallas called It's a Man's World. They're gonna come through and do a live taping with Mark Caesar.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. So
This is a man's world.
Yeah, and of course they have that song at the beginning.
Yeah, they do.
So you should totally check them out. They're pretty good. I
will. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be there to check them out.
Oh yes.
Yes, I will.
There we go. I love it.
So that's you got anything else you want to plug out there?
I mean, I have this Sometimes Sunday show.
Sometimes it's like every other week or something like that.
Yeah, it's
right?
whenever I feel like it, honestly.
Okay.
And it's called the Big Uneasy Comedy Hour, and it's at Happy Raptor. And the next one is going to be on July the 30th.
Okay. Where can people follow you?
Oh, they can follow me at Happy Black Chick.
Happy Black Chick?
Yes.
On Instagram?
On Instagram, Twitters, Facebook. I'm never on Twitter, but I mean, it's there. Oh, on YouTube, too. Oh, yes. Follow me on YouTube because I've started making videos again. And the reason why I started making videos again is because I lost my AdSense. And I'm really sad about it. I used to get paid for my videos.
Oh, really?
And I stopped making videos, but I was still getting paychecks, so I was just leaving it alone. And then YouTube, they hit me with an email, and they were like, you can't do that no more. So now...
Oh, wow. So as soon as you stop making videos,
No, it's once you go under 40... I think it's 40,000 hours of watch time.
Yeah.
Then they take you off the program.
So it subtracts if you don't continuously put stuff out there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If your stuff is not getting viewed, and it wasn't because I wasn't putting stuff out there.
Right.
Yeah. So now I'm putting videos back out there. And I just put out a video the other day about, I did a reaction video to Andrew Schultz. He has a new special coming out, and he had a piece on YouTube about abortion. So I just reacted to it.
I saw that. It was fucking hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
It was really good. And then I've got to tell Andrew Schultz, I see him. His pimp game is strong. Like he's doing it. Like he's getting all that money, and I can't even get mad at him for it. But all of his like he's got some stands, and they don't want to hear anything negative about Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
They don't. That the fact. So if you say anything, then they're gonna come in, and they came for me. They came for me hard, and I mean, like it was only like 10 comments, but they still came for me, And the only thing is because I had just said at the beginning, I made a disclaimer because, like, even though, like, I see that he's a really good comedian, sometimes, like, I be watching his podcast and I don't like what he says. Okay. And I think it's because, like, he's a straight white guy and I'm a black woman and we just have different, like, values in life because of that. And that's what I said. And then people were just like, everybody knows that thoughts are genderless and colorless. Wait, what? No, that's not true. I was like, you're just saying stuff because you want to defend your king. Stop it. And they were like, we already knew by what you said.
Well, I would like to address that because that's crazy nowadays. I think what you just said speaks highly on the propaganda of the world right now, because I think the propaganda, they've created that racial tension between black or white people, and they keep it going. You know what I mean? A long time ago on Facebook, I was friends with this girl, and she was a black chick. And I thought she was really pretty, but I was dating somebody, so I wouldn't. This was like 7 years ago.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I was dating somebody, and she was like, "Why don't you ever want to like date me or anything?" It's because I'm a black woman, right? And I was like, "Well, no, the woman I'm dating right now is black, actually."
Oh, oops, face crack.
Yeah, and she was like, got embarrassed about it, and I was like, "Well, yeah, look, I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at the world and I see what's going on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to just specifically blame somebody for having their opinion, but I do blame propaganda for putting that stereotype in the back of people's heads. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't help at all, because it does. It's out there in the world, and it continues to happen. And it doesn't have to be like that. It's a shame.
It shouldn't be like that. But one thing I will push back on is the fact that, like, when the world, especially when your laws and your policies and the way people live, it's sometimes shaped by what gender you are, what color you are. Like, it's kind of hard to ignore, you know? And then the thing is, if you are being inflicted upon with things because of what you are, and other people are not inflicted, like other people are not affected by it. Yeah. Of course, they're not going to see your side in a certain situation.
Well, I agree with you. It's a rough thing because
it's rough.
we have to change the mind state. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We have to change that mind state. But it's out there still. There are still racist people. There are still those people who make that stereotype true, which makes it hard for people to change that mind state.
It does. I agree.
And it doesn't have to be that way. Yeah.
We say it doesn't have to be that way. So how do we stop it from being that way?
Well, I try to do it through comedy. I do. I try to bring people together. That's why one of my jokes, I don't, comics can do jokes that split the room, and I try to bring the room together. You know what I'm saying? I don't make it about politics. I actually throw politics out the window in my stand-up, and which I find brings people together in one moment, But outside of that moment, people still go back, and which needs to. We in our own lives, we have to take that leap and say, all right, I'm just not going to acknowledge that anymore, and I'm going to live the way I think people should treat each other live,
I agree with that. I do agree with, like, living the way you want everyone to treat you. But what do you do when people treat you terribly?
I treat them with a smile. You know what I mean? That's what I've been taught to do, because I get a lot of people look at me and they go, "Oh, that dude's got some kind of like meanness to him off bat, or some kind of I don't know exactly what it is, or intimidation, up top. But once
It's
people,
that backwards hat.
is it the backwards hat?
Don't play.
But once people get to know me, they're like, all right, this dude is a good dude. He's a nice person, like you said up top. Like, and I think that's what it is. We take the time to get to know each other before just putting it out there. And I see it in comedy too. Like people, like last night I had a couple people in my room, and I could just tell on their face they were trying to analyze my jokes. So if I said something they didn't like, they would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna just sit back." But by trying to analyze the jokes instead of being present in the moment, you're discrediting yourself of a laugh. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get the laugh because you're trying to find something that you can point the finger at somebody. Because I'm a straight white male on the stage. You know what I'm saying? And I get it through white chicks a lot. I really do. Honestly, I had a white woman last night, and I did a joke, and she was like, and I talked to her about it afterwards. I was like, "Did you like that joke?" She's like, "I don't think women wouldn't like that." She's like, "I don't think women would like that joke at all." I was like, "That's funny you say that because women like that joke more than men do."
Which joke is it?
It's a which fucking joke was it? Shit. What joke was I telling? It'll come to me.
Okay, either way. But I mean, one thing I will say when it comes to sometimes that is entertainment for them. Like, I guess, like you say, people are cheating themselves out of a laugh. That may be the case. But if they choose like to analyze your comedy instead of laugh at it, for them, that's a little satisfaction that they're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it smart of them? Probably not.
It was a dick pic joke. Yeah.
Well, now I need to hear it.
I have a clever. Well, it's about like I found out chicks show each other the dick pics that they get. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody sends you dick pics, you go to your girl and be like, "Oh, look at this dick pic I got." And I have a clever way of sending out my, like if I were, I make it to where like, don't just send random dick pics to people. Fellas, you can't send random dick pics to people. But if you're with somebody and you want to keep your relationship interesting, send a nice background with your dick pic. I'm not going to go fully into the joke.
Yeah, don't do it.
But but women actually love the joke, because it's based on truth. You know what I'm saying? And because I found out women do show each other the dick pics that they get.
I didn't. No one's ever showed me.
I've been in a room full of women where they're like, "Yes, I've gotten a flaccid dick pic." Every woman in the room, I'm like, "What the fuck?"
That's okay. Well, then again, I guess I got to be transparent right now because, like, it's funny because I remember when I was in Texas, like, I used to take sketch writing classes, and I never forget. I was in the sketch writing, and I got to tell you, like, they were miserable because, like, every idea that I had, they were just like, no. No. They thought everything I did was trash. And then, to make matters worse, they were like, "Well, we got to give you something because the ideas you have suck."
That's messed up.
I didn't say that. But basically, they were like, "Hey, Kechi, we're going to have you in charge." Because someone had the idea of doing a sketch about a teenager getting their first penile portrait.
Okay.
And then the mom finding out and celebrating it instead of getting shocked. It's like, "Oh, it's like your first period. You're becoming a woman," kind of thing.
Yeah.
So they made me write the script. And at that time, I never had received one of those things.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that girls be receiving them on the low. Because I was talking in a group, and then all the girls were like, "Don't you hate it when you just pick up your phone and all of a sudden you're just assaulted by a..." And I was like... And then everyone's like, "Yeah, I hate that." And I'm like,
Right.
"Oh, yeah, I hate that too." And I was like, "This happens?" Like, I was so like, because I had not received those yet. And I felt left out.
Oh.
And I had to
send Catchy dick pics.
No,
please.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want them. I don't want them. Don't want them.
Don't send Catchy dick pics, bro. I'm playing.
Unless it's something, unless it's like a medical mystery or.
Oh my God.
Let me see, because then I'm gonna analyze, and then I'll send it to my dad, and I ask him, "What is this?" Anyway, because he's a doctor, he can tell me.
How did this guy get two penises?
But yeah, But I had to write a whole sketch
Okay.
about it, and I was like, I don't know what this feels like. But at the same time, like, it was a really good sketch though, because I'm
Yeah.
a really good sketch writer.
Yeah, you
and
are.
and I had to. You've never seen my sketches, but I'm glad you believe in me.
I do believe in you. No, what's your YouTube page? I'm gonna go check
it's
it
Happy
out.
Black Chick.
It's Happy Black Chick on YouTube
Yeah,
also.
everything. Yeah,
I didn't know you had a YouTube.
I sure do.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
sure
gonna go
do.
back and check it out.
Yeah, it's very random. It's not something I'm proud of yet. I need to curate it a little bit more and get more videos up because it
Yeah.
doesn't represent what I am now.
Okay.
It represents what I was in the past.
That
And I
makes
feel
sense.
like, because since I moved to New Orleans, I haven't I used to make YouTube videos a lot when I was in Texas, because when I was in Texas, there was nothing to do. So I would make a lot of YouTube videos. But here in New Orleans, I'm always busy.
Yeah.
So I don't have that time.
Well, I like that statement you just said. It doesn't represent you who you are now. That means
Yeah.
you're a person that lives in constant change, which is healthy.
You know what? I'm going to have to agree with you on that. And I'm realizing that constant change. And I will say this. I will say, like, New Orleans definitely, moving here was definitely, like, that was life-changing for me. Like,
Yeah.
because that's when, because, like, before, I remember, like, I was taking improv classes and sketch classes at the Dallas Comedy House. And I was not, I was, like, it was, like, I felt so left out. I was like, I want to do funny things.
Yeah.
But, like, nothing that I was producing was considered funny. No one thought or appreciated anything that I was doing.
Yeah.
And then I remember when I would do improv, like, I would be so anxiety driven that, like, people would be doing scenes and I would just stay to the side the whole entire time. And then when I came to New Orleans, that's when I discovered stand up. And then
Well, let me ask you about that. Let's not roll past that. What was
Yeah.
your first influence in stand up?
my first influence in stand up, I would say my first influence was definitely, okay. It's a long, because when I was a kid, like when we first moved to the United States of America, we had BET,
Yeah.
and would watch Comic View like
Yeah.
every day, and I would watch, like, I loved Comic View
Heck yeah.
because you would watch people like Earthquake, D.L. Hughley,
Yeah.
and then another comedian that she's nowhere to be found today, Montana. There was this
Montana.
girl named Montana. She had that bitch coochie coupon. Do you remember that bit?
I did not. I do not.
Oh, it's such a good bit. Such a good bit. But anyway,
Coochie coupon.
yeah, basically she's just like, every time your man does something around the house, like, just give him a coochie coupon. Like, it was good.
That's great.
It was good. What's her face? Why am I forgetting her? I can't believe I'm forgetting her name now. Because she has she has a comedian convention in Atlanta every year. It begins with an F. And she was always like, what's her name? I'm so disrespectful. But anyway, I saw a whole bunch of, I used to love watching Comic View.
Okay.
Yeah. But, like, it was never something I thought I would do.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was in college, my freshman year of college, that's when I discovered the Kings and the Queens of Comedy. I had those
Okay.
VHS tapes, and I watched them back to back all the time. But the one that I watched most is Queens of Comedy.
Queens of Comedy.
I loved all four of those comedians.
Who's your favorite one?
I mean, it's hard. It's a toss-up between Monique and Samore. I just felt like
I love some more.
yes, Samore is amazing.
She's so funny.
Yeah, I like, they, like, and I just, because, like, the whole hula hoop thing is just legendary to me.
Yeah.
And then, like, so I remember being like, I couldn't do stand-up comedy because I'm not a Monique,
Yeah.
That's how I was thinking. And, like, everyone, and then another influence was Chris Rock. Like, I would watch his VHS tapes all the
Right.
time.
Yeah.
The blacker, the better, the bigger, blacker, better one.
Yeah.
The one with the black in it. But yeah, that's the one that was like my favorite. That was my favorite one. And those were ultimately my influences.
All right. So what influenced you to get on stage?
Oh,
for the
okay,
first time?
that's-
How about that?
Oh, that's an interesting one. So funny. I remember the first year I was here, I came here through Teach for America. I'm so sorry. But I came here through Teach for America. And, I did my first year and I was, it's summer. and I had nothing to do, and I was broke, so I was like, I'm going to the free comedy shows, and I'm gonna watch. And so I was watching all those comedy shows. I would go to local uproar, Night Church. Do you remember Night Church?
I remember Night Church. That was the first show I ever went to. That's Benjamin Hoffman.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
That was and Paul.
And Paul.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
That's the first place I saw Alex Luchin.
That was the first time she saw Alex?
Dude, Alex was so great to watch.
Oh, goodness. And Alex, he's like, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah, it's sad.
I can't with him.
I want to go find him and be like, come back. Come back.
You can find him. He's not coming back. He's fine
No.
where he's not coming back.
No.
Not anytime soon.
He was so fun.
He's so good right now. He's fine. Like, he's not coming back.
I haven't seen him in a long time. Last time I saw him was in the ice cream shop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How adorable is that?
He was with his girl. I went in there with my ex and talked to him for a minute. But that was the last time I got to see him.
That's yeah. And his girl, they're so cute together. I'll be seeing their pictures and hope going out of the country and things. They're cute. But nevertheless, so I was watching all those shows, and I was like, this looks like it's attainable. I think maybe I can. And I'm still in the back of my head, I'm thinking, I'm not a Monique. Like, I can't be a stand-up comedian. That's what I was thinking in my head.
Yeah.
And then towards like July, around this time of the year, I remember on Facebook, because I've been looking up comedy shows, the algorithm shows me, it says sign up for the Black Girl Giggles Comedy Festival.
Okay.
And then I had never done stand-up, right? But they were like, it wasn't tickets for the festival. It's like, come join, come do the festival. And so I filled out the Google form, even though I'd never done stand-up before.
Okay.
And they were asking for a tape. And of course I didn't have a tape because I'd never done stand-up.
Yeah.
But I had this one video on YouTube. And that's enough. And I have to tell you the story after. But basically, it was a video of me auditioning for Awkward Black Girl. Like Issa Rae. Do you know Issa Rae?
No, I don't.
You don't know? Oh, of course.
Issa Rae?
Issa Rae is she's a very well-known Black writer, producer.
Okay.
She produced Insecure on HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she now has this new show on HBO called The Rap Game. And she has a whole bunch of movies and stuff. She's in New Orleans a lot. Like she did a Netflix movie in
You know about her?
Yeah, like
I need to do some homework.
You do.
Issa Rae.
You should know Issa Rae. Like
That's
that.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take away your black card for that.
Don't take my black card, Kechi.
You don't have one, but I'm just saying. If you did, it would be It's gone. These cookout invitations that black people like to give out to white people.
Yeah.
You don't have one, okay? Not until you learn who Issa Rae is, because
All right.
she's kind of like And don't you date a black woman?
Yes.
And you don't know about Issa Rae?
I mean, she's from Michigan, so.
And you don't know about Issa Rae?
No, I don't. I'm gonna go check her out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
I'm gonna go check her out. I got to get my black card back.
Yeah, what I suggest you check out is because one thing that I was obsessed with before she was doing these big HBO things, she had this series on YouTube called Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl.
Okay.
I was like, Awkward Black Girl? That's me. So I was watching that stuff religiously, and then she had this competition for a walk-on role.
Yeah.
And so I had made a video. And if you look at the video now, I was like, oh, this is like a stand-up routine. Like, I had set up and punchlines. Like, it was...
Really?
Oh, I'll show it to you after.
Okay.
It's real. It's good. It's good. But I got second place.
Nice.
But anyway, it was a good video. Like, I was like, this shows that I'm funny. So I sent it over to them. And then I got an email back. And it was like, hey... How about you meet, we don't, basically, they said it in a nice way, you're not a stand-up comedian, but come meet.
Yeah.
Yeah, come out to a show. So I went to a show at, their first show was at Lucky's.
Okay, I love Lucky's. Lucky's, I cut my teeth in Lucky's.
Yeah, and so the first year of the Black Girl Giggles Comedy Festival, they just took over weekly shows that were happening all over the place.
Yeah.
And so that's when I, saw, that was the first time I actually saw Byron, Dante.
Love Byron and Dante.
That was the first time I saw them. Who else I saw? And I still have the pictures because I took my camera that day to take pictures of everybody. And I remember at the front, I met Geneva and Camille,
Yeah.
and they were just like, hey, they're like, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming.
Funny ladies.
Of course. And then Geneva was like, so you're going to sign up for our open mic tomorrow? And I was like, open mic? No, I could never. I was like, and it's so stupid because like I had just applied to perform in the
Right.
festival. I didn't know what I was applying for, but then they're like, no, you're going to have to do the open mic. Like,
Yeah.
you're doing this. And I'm like, no, I was doing the no, not me, no. And so I remember I did the show, saw them, like saw Camille, Geneva, Sierra Fitzgerald,
Okay.
Ashley Branch, and I saw that they were all.
Ashley's so funny, bro. I just did a show with her at Dragon's Den. My
Yeah,
God, she's
I was
so funny.
there.
You were there.
I was there.
That was such a good show last
That was
Friday.
a good show. That was a
Yeah.
good show.
Your
It was-
friend you brought was fucking hilarious too.
Oh.
That
I didn't
girl
bring
that-
her. Janelle
oh,
Banks.
she just came down.
Yeah, no, she was down
Janelle,
for.
she was funny.
Oh, she was booked and busy. She had a show at Comedy House NOLA. That's the reason
Okay.
why she was in New Orleans in the first place. And then she was just doing extra stuff in between. So
Okay.
yeah, she got. And speaking of which, because I've known Janelle for a few years, and we met at the Black Girl Giggles Comedy Festival in 2018.
Okay.
But like we were just at the Black Women in Comedy Festival up in New York.
Yeah.
And Janelle Banks, she had won Best in Fest because she's that girl.
She's funny.
Yeah,
dude.
she's great.
She killed.
Yeah, and
It was great to watch.
I actually, because like there was a few girls that came down from the Black Women in Comedy Festival that came here
Yeah.
this weekend. Like, you didn't get to see Storm Artiste.
I didn't get to see Storm.
That's your fault. Like
I've been preparing to leave to go out of town to go see my baby.
I know, but you should have seen Storm. Storm is a storm.
Did
That's
she did good at your show?
oh,
Killed
yeah.
it.
She kills everywhere.
Okay.
But like the period, like she just kills everywhere. I was like, how have I not heard of you before? Because she lives in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And she's just so sweet and so nice. And then she gets on stage and just like slaughters like the whole. It's just an amazing to see. And she's like she called herself this, so I'm gonna call her that. Like she needs a shirt that says Queen of Crowd Work. Because her crowd work is just disgusting. Like it's
Yeah.
just good.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's not the point. ADHD. I'm sorry. So like I was like, first time I was doing stand up. Okay, so in conclusion, I saw them and I saw that all of them were like.
How'd you do that, Mike? Was it?
I'm getting there. So like I'm seeing that everyone is different, but everyone is so good. And I was like, wait, maybe I can do this. Maybe I don't have to be in Monique. Monique,
Yeah.
how she's a very commanding presence on stage, and I thought that like the unique energy,
Yeah.
and I thought that's what I had to be. Like since I was a black woman, that's exactly what I would have to be accepted on stage. That's what my
Yeah.
assumption was. And now, like seeing that there was such a range. I know, and Shep Kelly was there that night too, so I got to see Shep that night also. But like just to see that wonderful range of black women doing stand up, I was like,
Right.
oh, okay, I gotta try. So it was at the Howlin' Wolf.
The ladies in New Orleans are amazing.
Oh no, now I'm not. Period. Like I'm not gonna like we be doing it here.
Yeah.
Like there are some really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're great.
Y'all are.
Yeah, we are. I'm not even gonna be like no, it's
No.
true.
You have to be great to be putting out 4 specials.
But okay, like in all due fairness, the specials. I mean, like, Perversion. That's a show I've been doing for years. I'm
Yeah.
just recording it. And then like Kindergarten Teacher Energy, like you just stay in a classroom for a year. I mean, you just have to stay there for a week, and you have hours upon hours of material because kids will give you that. And then Funny But Make It Fashion, it's a monthly show I've been doing.
Yeah.
So like I'm just recording that.
I got to do the first one. It was great.
Yeah. It wasn't the first one.
It wasn't the first one?
No, it wasn't.
Well, was it the first one after the pandemic?
Yes, it was the first one after a pandemic,
That's the one I got
and you
to
did
do.
get to do it, and you killed it. That was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, but nevertheless, like so, yes, it's only one weekend, but it's like a combination of work I've been doing over the past 5 years. So
Yeah.
it's fine. But nevertheless, it was in Howlin' Wolf, and then I remember I did a stand-up set, and it was all about my dad, and like I'm not aware, for some reason, I was just talking. I had no punchlines, no secret. It was just me talking. And I remember, like, I'll get a few chuckles here and there. And I remember I was just chasing those chuckles. And I'm just talking, I'm trying to get the funny out. And then I didn't realize, because they didn't let me know that they have a light that, you know, the light.
Ah, yeah.
And so apparently they had been waving the light at me to tell me it's time for me to get off stage. I'm not seeing this light. And then all of a sudden, Shep Kelly, she comes up to me. She taps me on the shoulder. She's just like, "You're done." I'm like, okay. I was like, okay. And so I was like, oh, that was...
Finished chick.
Oh, goodness. And then I remember she had mentioned something about, she's like, you know, okay, you got to accept everybody, even the weird ones. We got to accept everybody. And so I was like, oh, that was rough. I'm not doing that again. And so I was like, that was my career opening and career closing. I'm done. Like, I was finished. And then, like, a few days later, I see Camille at a dance class. It was a twerk class. And then we went and we twerked our way through the hour. And then she was like, "Do you want to come to the stand? You want to come to this other open mic?" And I was like, "No, like I sucked that first time. We're done. Like I'm done." And she's like, "No, say, okay, if you want to get better, you got to go to another mic."
Yeah.
So come on.
I can see her saying it like that too.
Yeah.
That's I can feel it.
Yeah, and so we went to the mic, and like I did really well. That's when that's the first time I did my, I don't know if you remember my Columbus Day joke that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was and then that one like slayed, and I was like, oh, okay, let me try this.
You
like,
got something there.
And then it was the reason why I was able to, I guess, grow as a comedian is because that crew from the Black Girl Giggles organization, like it was like a group. You weren't there, but that
no, I wasn't there.
Child, like back in the day, it was a crew. You couldn't tell us nothing. Like we were just like we had the shows, and the shows would be packed out, and so like I got spoiled really early. Like you know, I wasn't doing open mics as often as I should, and they will have these monthly shows, and I'll get booked. So I'll be booked on these really huge like Black Girl Giggle show, and so I got that experience really early, and I'm really thankful for that. But yeah, so
Those
that's how
shows
it got
were
started.
great. They packed them girls, packed them out. They did.
They did.
You know,
They did.
Are they doing? Did they bring Black Girl Giggles back?
It was like it was a small scale. Like they had like a small scale. Like they had like 2 shows this weekend for like. And I think they'll be probably full force next year. That's my assumption. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in today, Khech.
Oh, we're done?
Yeah, it goes by fast.
It sure does. I'm a chatty Cathy.
Yeah. I can talk to you forever. I swear. I'm glad we didn't have. I mean, I wish we had more time because we could have kept going forever. Really, it seems like you're very, very easy to talk to.
You're easy to talk to too, Pickle.
Thank you. It's been fun. You want to plug one more time?
You follow me on all the social medias at Happy Black Chick and Khech Fest. You can go to the website, khechfest.com, to get your tickets and see the schedule. And then on top of that, just come on out. It's going to be a super fantastic time. It is.
Yeah,
You're going to like it. They're fun shows. So just come.
Support Khech Fest. And make sure to watch out for all those specials coming out in February. One week at a time.
It's going to be fire.
This is a very talented lady, you guys. Y'all going to love it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me, Pickle.
This has been our episode. Thank you guys for watching.
Bye.
See you later.
See you later.